The 47 wrote the history. The black cloth is falling, a river of ink. The city is holding its breath on the brink. The supreme shadow has dissolved into gray, turned into ash by the 47th day. No more morality, no more the van, no more the shadow of a 6th century man. The bunker is empty, the server is dead. The crown of the mullah is a casing of lead. Unclean and the woman a slave, but the dog guarded the home while the mullah stayed brave. And the bunker is an render of lies, the hunger of Hagar in his dying eyes. He wanted the cow wives, the budding and young, with the taste of the poison still fresh on his tongue. But the girls are in the square with their hair in the wind. The era of the prophet has officially said. The neighbors are watching the smoke in the sky. The 7-nation strike was a pathetic goodbye. You hit the schools while you reached for the gold, but the 47th the veil is above as we rip it away. The 47th thunder has started today. No more Turkey, no more the biting prize, just the kinetic truth on the Persian skies. You envied the men, you envied the fame. Now the world only whispers your failure and shame. Operation Epic Fury, the ledger is closed. The monster of Tehran is finally exposed. Zainab is smiling from the dust of the years. She sees your regime, she sees all your fears. You thought you were holy, you thought you were king, but you're just the prey with a soul-cutting sting. A flailing missile on your own school floor. The Zionists didn't do it, you're just rotten to the core. No more deals, no more pay, no more pallets of cash, just the 47th. Is finally complete. The dog is the friend. The woman is the life. The 47th ended the strife. Hey yo, my hermit, look me in the eye through the 7th century map. Then you brought a different story and you brought the desert rash. If the gospel is the word, then your revelation fails. It's a ship with no rudder and 1,000 broken sails. You're the ear that heard too much but understood too little, leaving your own perfect verse brittle in the middle. How can you confirm a book that calls your prophecy a crime? You're a criterion that's failing for the very first time. You said Allah preserves the word that no man can change the ink. Then you said the gospel's altered just to keep his shit from sinking. Then the stars weak and couldn't keep the light. If it's not, then you're a liar in the middle of the night. It's a chip made in the desert, it's a self-inflicted scar. You're just a man with pagan modes reaching for a star. Cranes, you bow to the stone because you couldn't stand to face the McCann son alone. I lied in Elusive, the daughters you embraced before the satanic curse was conveniently erased. The 47th thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah's crying, but it's 20 years too late. Statistically impossible, the noise inside the wire. Sense of resistance is a funeral pyre. And never the signals coming through. The 47th never brought the ending just for you. Oh, look at you, messenger, with your cousins in a row, building a low trust empire where the minds can never grow. Marrying the child, marrying the kin, while the average IQ is drowning in the sin. Goes for a bride prize, 1/400 years of fog. Why you called a man's best friend a shite and then a dog? The dilemma is you, the dilemma is deep, and the 47th is waking up your sheep. Just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah's crying, but it's 20 years too late. The criterion is broken, the ear is finally deaf. The ledger of the high-has is marked with the F. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The dismantling of the mullah is finally complete.
You affirmed the truth and proved yourself a lie. The 47th owns the Iraqi sky. He waits at the door when the world turns cold. A heart of pure silver, a spirit of gold. He doesn't ask for a crown or throne. He just wants the walk and the scent of a bone. In the parks of the city, from Queens to the Bay, the four-legged brothers are leading the way. A wag of the tail for a child in the sun. Man's best friend since the world was begun.